first off, Jason, obviously to come up in that situation, you always talk about how much faith you have in all the guys, and so many guys can play. But just what does that show, I guess, about him and about your team, that you can have a guy who maybe isn't a Nance or one of those top couple to be able to perform in that kind of situation?
I didn't think either team probably played at their very best, but the reason was because both teams played so hard. And I'm so proud of the fact that Graybo could have early foul trouble and have to sit the last X amount of minutes. Nance wasn't feeling up to snuff, and he had wrapped with 4 fouls, and yet Herndon, Sellers, Benz, and then McManaman can come in and really perform. I mean, you'd like to see a guy do what he does best. Josh got him a wide open look, and he knocked it in for the game winner. So, it's like the beer commercial. It doesn't get any better than this.
Larry, how was Nance? Like he dinged himself a little bit in the first half and came back out, but he looked hampered. What happened?
He's worried, and if any of us have been through what Larry's been through, of course we would worry. I think he's going to be fine initially. That's what our trainer told us, but I could tell, he's a little teary-eyed, and he was a little concerned during the game. And we'll double check when we get back home, but I think he'll be fine.
To say too, Larry, I mean, you guys had a 13-point lead in that second half, and then you said, both teams were playing hard, but they were chip away, but they never took the lead, and you guys were able to find a way despite with Nance hurt and Graybo foul trouble and this and that. What does that say about this group?
It's a great sign to win 3 road games in a row, because people or writers are always talking about this streak and that streak. That's a good streak. And that's difficult to do anywhere in the country, in any league in the country. So I'm happy for our guys, but I'm not dumb. Boise's beat us with people out 3 of the last 4 times, and they rained on our parade a couple years ago. So we'll celebrate in the bus, and then tomorrow it's back to work for a Saturday afternoon ball game.
With McManaman and a couple other guys all getting on the deck there in the last couple minutes.
Both teams flailing. I mean, that's what college basketball is all about. We drew a pretty good pill from the man with the plan because it was our possession arrow, and that was big. Maybe if it's their possession arrow, they get the last shot. So it was big, a lot of big plays, none bigger, though, than probably the scramble for the ball.